Welcome back to Dunkirk Dunes. This is Italy turn 2. And here is my purchase. I've got 23 to spend. I'm going to spend 22 on a fighter and 2 submarines. Carry 1 over till next round. As far as attacks go, there's just a couple of walk-ins and then 1 to actually roll. So this guy from Tobruk is going to walk into El Alamein. The guy from Morocco and tank and guy from Algeria and Tunisia going into Morocco. The one that we get to roll out is this bomber is going to hit that cruiser there in 104. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he has 2 more to land, assuming he survives. We can roll this all out at once because we've got 2 at 2 for the bomber and 1 at 3 for the cruiser. Okay, so we got a hit, nothing for the cruiser. So the cruiser is going to come off the board, and I guess now we're just into non-combat, so I might as well go ahead and land the plane. So he's going to continue on landing in Scotland. That's 7 there, which is the most he could go. And then now, what that allows me to do, though, which is what I really wanted to do here, is this cruiser right here in 92 can go 1 into 91, 2 into 104, and 3 into 109. So he's going to clog that up for the Commonwealth transport there in 106. And then the other thing, to really frustrate Commonwealth, hopefully, is this fighter here in Rome. He can go 1 into northern Italy, 2 into western Germany, 3 into 112, 4 into 111, and 5 land in Scotland. He left from an airbase, so he can go 5. And there is an airbase in Scotland, and so that plane can scramble to prevent this transport from bringing anybody over. At least that's I think that's how that works, unless I've missed something. So other non-combat movements. I wanted to pick up this artillery from Algeria. So one of the transports in 92 is going to go 1, 2, 3 down into 84. He's just going to have him on his cargo. And then let's see, I really want to do that. I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I might gosh, I just know he's vulnerable if I leave him in the med because of this British fleet over here in 98. Let me pause this. I'm just going to think about it for a minute. Okay, I think I decided. I'm going to grab one of the guys from Gibraltar, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3 down this way into sea zone 83. I think he's relatively safe there. Bring a guy with him. Okay. And I'm just going to hold him there on board. Okay, these other ships are going to move into sea zone 95 to be consolidated there. The fighter from Tobruk is going to go 1, 2, 3 back to Rome. Okay. take, the tank is going to go into Romania. These two guys from Albania are going to walk into Bulgaria. This anti-aircraft gun in northern Italy is going to, let's see, this will rail up into Warsaw, Poland. One of the anti-aircraft guns in Rome will go 1, 2, 3 into Romania. And then I'm going to take this tank here from southern France. He can also rail because there's a factory there. 1, 2, 3 into Romania. Along with this, maybe I could take all of those. All 3 of them. That's 3 I'm railing out of southern France. 1, 2, 3 into Romania. Okay. And I think that is basically it. I mean, I suppose I could rail a couple more guys from northern Italy, but maybe I'll just hold on to those for the moment. Maybe what I'll do is I'll actually move them down into Rome. So I've got 4 there in Rome. Okay, I think I'm ready to place my units. So let's go ahead. I've got 2 submarines and a fighter. Okay. Actually, I've got one right here in a flight stand. So I'm going to put my fighter there in Rome. I'm going to put my 2 submarines here in 95. Okay. And I think we're just ready for a recap. So C-Zone 84, I've got a transport with an artillery. C-Zone 83, I've got a transport with an infantry. Morocco, I've got an infantry and a tank. Gibraltar, I've got an infantry. Southern France, I have an anti-aircraft gun. C-Zone 109, there is a cruiser there. Scotland, I've got a strategic bomber and a fighter. C-Zone 95, I've got 2 submarines, a destroyer, a cruiser, a battleship. Southern Italy, 4 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft gun, 2 fighters. Tobruk, I've got 3 infantry, 1 mechanized infantry, 2 artillery. El Alamein, I've got 1 guy. Bulgaria, I have 2 infantry. Romania, I have 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 anti-aircraft gun, 2 tanks. Poland, I have 1 anti-aircraft gun. And I think that's everything for Italy. Let's go ahead and flip these over. So Italy is going to go up 1. I think that puts them at 13. I think some of you might think it would be 14, but Italy has lost Ethiopia, so I think they're supposed to be at 13. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. And then national objectives. So I think I get some of these 3 here. So the first one, I control Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Tobruk, and El Alamein. That's 5. If Axis control 3 of the following: Gibraltar, southern France, Greece, and Egypt. That's another 5. And then 1 per territory. I control, I think, 4 of these. I've got Italian Somaliland. I've got El Alamein, Gibraltar, and Tobruk. So I think that's 14 total national objective and 13 on the income tracker. So 13 plus 14 is 27, and I carried over 1, so I think I would get 28 for next turn. So I think I'm carrying over 28. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks, everybody.